Guys, it's Christmas Day and I am walking. So I just arrived downtown. Those little orange things you see right there, those are some of our homeless folks we have in the city of Edmonton. It's crazy, but it is what it is. But someone has to be out on Christmas Day with no home, no house to live in. Some of them, are just victims of circumstance, and that is very sad. People just, I don't know. By the time I've been riding transit, I've never been worried about homeless folks until today. The LRT, the train, had so many of these guys, and I was just seated and I was, looking left and right. I was like, oh, somebody just doesn't lose their mind and just come and knock you off or harm you in some way. I'm not saying that they're bad people, but the thing is, I was just, worried. So right behind me, that's the fire station. And then on this side, the police headquarters downtown. And then down the street, that is 96th Street. And then this other one, that is 103A Street. Beautiful. Then down when you go down this way, that's Rogers Place, because that's where the tall buildings are found. Nobody is here. It's just me. I expected some other folks to be around, but as you can see, all office is empty. And that's not a problem. That's okay. I'll just sit around, do what I gotta do. Let's sit around and see what's up. The manager had told us that we could work on Christmas Day if we wanted to. To my amazement, there is nobody in the office, and that's okay. Guys, let's get to work. To be fair, guys, it's Christmas and I'm here and there are no people to work with, not even our clients or call them participants. They're not here today and it's a bit slow. I'm a bit hungry right now. Yesterday when we went out to Red Lobster, so they give you this as a way of getting you started. So we ate the first ones, we requested for more and then we kept this one. So I carried it to work today. I guess this is what I'm going to have for my breakfast right now. I think I'll just make tea because coffee is not good for me. It's not like it's not good for me. I just don't like coffee because I don't want it to mess up with my sleep. So I take tea. So guys, if you use the Blackmagic camera app for filming, the thing is you have 4 different options on how to capture audio, and you can choose from the different iPhone microphone settings. Depending on which microphone option you're choosing, it's actually gonna affect how your audio sounds. You have the option of setting it to auto, the back, the bottom, and the front. So right now you're listening to the audio being captured using the auto setting on the Blackmagic camera app, using my iPhone 12 Pro, and of course using the front-facing camera. So this is how it sounds. Did you guys hear that? I had some sound coming from that way. And that's where we have like our classrooms. So let's listen for silence. The sounds you're hearing could be the sound from this AC just right above my head, and maybe some other sounds coming from outside, and of course there is a clock right on my left up here. But that's the auto setting on the microphone settings of the Blackmagic camera app. So now let's switch things up. So I haven't moved my camera whatsoever. I've left it in the same position. As you can see, I'm also positioned in the same spot where I was before. And now this is the iPhone 12 front-facing camera on the Blackmagic camera app with the microphone settings set to the back. This is how it sounds. And now let's listen for silence. All right, how did that go? How did that sound for you guys? I know I'm in the office by myself, but I'm constantly hearing sounds coming from that way. I don't know what it is. This building is over 100 years old and it used to be a church. Some very spooky vibes. Anyways, so now I've switched things up and I'm using my front-facing camera on the Blackmagic camera app with my microphone setting set to bottom, and this is how it sounds. Now let's listen for silence. So how did that go? Just when I said let's listen for silence, that's when I heard the sound of a siren outside. We are not so far from the fire station. It's just like 300 meters from here, and right opposite it is the police. So I don't know where that sound is coming from. Could be siren from the police or from the fire guys. Yeah, this is how the Blackmagic camera app is performing with the microphone setting set to bottom. Let's switch things up. And finally, this is the Blackmagic camera app with the microphone settings set to the front. Remember, I told you I'm using the front-facing camera on the Blackmagic camera app, and this is how it sounds. Let's listen to silence. So how does that sound? The Blackmagic camera app using the front-facing camera with the microphone settings set to bottom. Tell me which one sounds best. Let's look for some cups. Let me show you guys around first of all. Let me take you to our classroom area. Turn on the light. So this is our beautiful classroom area. This is where we conduct workshops from. We have some indigenous medicines here. We can use this for smudging. And we have some very important information here for people that are just getting back into work and need to refresh their knowledge on some things that are work related. Do you know how to refuse dangerous work? Those are some of the things people need to know when they are getting back to work. You know, when you're out of work for a very long time, you forget some of these things, and this is very important. So let me show you guys something very, very cool that we have in this classroom. Is this, I'm going to call this thing here a wheel of emotions. So it has the very, very fast emotions here, which are categorized into fear, anger, disgust, sad, happy, and surprise. I think those are like the main emotions that we experience as humans. And then it's broken down into other little branches of emotions, which kind of also mean the same thing. English is so wide, and sometimes our vocabulary is limited in our own languages. English is not my first language, so I struggle a lot with English. But because of this wheel, I have got to learn a few words. For example, a new word that I learned was this one here, repugnant. If English is your first language, how many words do you know from this wheel? And if English is not your first language, how many new words have you seen there? Grab some cups here, and some sugar. So we won't have coffee, but we'll have hot chocolate. Chicolato. Red Lobster, some biscuits. Tastes good. This breakfast is so good. Oh boy, for the longest time I've been using the Blackmagic camera app to film, I have always forgotten to turn off image stabilization. Listen, when you have image stabilization turned on all the time, even when the camera is on the tripod, you're trading off your field of view for stabilization. But the thing is, you see, when you're filming using the Blackmagic camera app and you have the phone on a tripod, then you don't need image stabilization. Because the thing is, you're going to be getting a crop in on your film or on your video, so you don't need that. And for the longest time, I've been doing this. I don't think I'll ever do this again because I figured it out. Somebody out the window, eh? I don't know who that is. I guess it's just somebody just passing by. This is a lip balm. Let's call it a self-care product, okay? So it has nothing to do with your gender, whether you're male, female. It has nothing to do with that. You see, I was very shy when I started using this product. I would always hide myself whenever I wanted to use a lip balm because I felt like I was going to be judged for using this, because the way people perceive it, when you use this and you're in Africa and you're using it on your lips, man, eyes are going to be on you. People are going to be thinking otherwise. But it's a self-care product. You just need to take care of yourself. When you have dry lips like this, you just need to add grease to your lips. This will avoid cracked lips, dry lips, and you'll be good. So guys, for the festive season at my workplace, we had what they called the gingerbread competition. And this is what my team came up with. Look at that. So they decided to come up with this design, which is like some sort of replica of what our building looks like. But man, you know what? We lost it. There were some very creative pieces from other departments. They created some very beautiful gingerbread houses, and they won that competition. If you've been using the Blackmagic camera app for filming, you must have realized that the maximum frame rate you can shoot at using this Blackmagic camera app is 60 frames per second. And I don't know why it's that way, because when you're shooting video using the native camera app on your iPhone, you're able to shoot up to 240 frames per second at 720p. But with this Blackmagic camera app, irrespective of whether you've gone to 4K and brought it down to 1080 and brought it down to 720, the maximum frame rate you can shoot at is only 60 frames per second. Yeah, that sucks. Because this camera app is kind of geared towards filmmakers, I just feel like Blackmagic decided to only give us up to 60 frames per second because they feel like most people will be using this app for actually creating films. And if you're shooting film, you know that the standard is 24 frames per second. But you could explore your creativity by going even to higher frames. After all, the app allows you to double your frame rate for your shutter speed, and that gives you still that natural motion blur. You guys see this little ball here? That's actually beautiful. It gives me these, wide angle vibes. I can actually see the whole room through that ball. But because it's colored, you really can't see much. So guys, here's the thing. With the Blackmagic camera app, you have 4 cameras at your disposal. That is if you're using the Pro models of the iPhone. Let's say you're using the iPhone 11, the 12, the 13, the 14, and the iPhone 15, right? So you have 4 cameras at your disposal. You have the front-facing camera. You have your telephoto camera, which is a 52 millimeters. It allows you also to crop in to about 5x. That is if you're using the 15 Pro models. And you also have your 1x, which is a 26 millimeter, and then you have your wide angle camera, which is the 13 millimeter. But the thing is, when you're filming using the Blackmagic camera, you have the flexibility to actually capture video using all the 4 cameras in one video, not like at the same time, one at a time, like you just keep switching from one camera to another. But here's the problem. When you start filming using your front-facing camera, and then you tap on the camera icon to switch to the back-facing camera, like right now, I'll tap on my camera here and then switch to the back. When you want to, show what's behind the camera, this is what happens. So right now I have switched to the 1x, right? And everything looks right side up, right? And I'll switch to my wide. So that's the wide camera. Right now I'm filming and everything is right side up. Okay, so I'll switch back to my front-facing camera. When you play back this footage, some of the footage is going to be upside down, and usually it's upside down for the footage that was captured using the camera that you did not start with. Remember, I started with my front-facing camera and then I went on to the 1x and then to the wide. So footage from those 2 cameras is going to be upside down, and I kind of feel that it's just a software problem that the developers of the app can actually fix. Blackmagic, I know you guys can do better. So guys, the day has come to an end. Time right about now is 2:53. Time to go home. And you know what? I've been filming using the Blackmagic camera app this entire vlog. In fact, much as I've talked about the flaws of the Blackmagic filmmaking app, this app actually comes in free. And if you're using apps like Filmic Pro where you have to pay, think Pro Movie, whatever, you know, all those apps that require you to subscribe and pay for them, I think Blackmagic would actually be your best alternative. With the Blackmagic camera app, you really don't need to pay a single shilling, except for the cloud. If you would want to have more storage on the cloud, then you can go ahead and create an account with Blackmagic and you'll get more storage. But right now, you even have storage of 2 gigabytes for free. Who else does that? Only Blackmagic does that. The good things about this app exceed the flaws. So if you're out there and you're looking for a filmmaking app that is going to take your mobile filmmaking to the next level, Blackmagic is the app I would recommend. So yeah guys, if you found this video helpful, feel free to subscribe and turn on those post notification bells so that you don't miss any new videos that I upload on the channel. Wish you guys happy holidays and I'll see you in the next one. That's the view from my window, yeah? It's beautiful. See you guys. Bye.